Good morning, Light. How are you? You good? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Damn. My time zone is 11 a.m. Okay. So, let me just turn off the music. Charge for today. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Cool. Cool. Great. Great. Great, everyone. So, let's just start. So, first of all, let's check the Forex Factory. What we can see today, we have EU news, and also we have all day. We have 1:15 p.m. Around 1.5 USD on employment claims, and also we have EU. So I think for the EU, it's going to be nasty day. And also we have a high impact news on the USD. So once we have a high impact news on all day on the EU, guys, you know what? What are we gonna do? In the EU, we can expect the major move in also the London session can be happen because we don't have an exact time. Because but we can see a lot of high impact news that we have and in the London and NY session. So let's see. Let's see what's gonna be happening. So I'm gonna go to the trading view. For sure, I'm gonna start with the Euro USD. So look at this beautiful, nasty shift in trend. Even in the weekly time frame, we can see the beautiful shift in trend happen, right? So what we're gonna do in this case. So first of all, for sure, I know a lot of you guys are gonna think, okay, Ibo, but here price didn't as the reaction that we want from the key levels because this is the strict move of the market structure. Which in this case, it's better to let it go because sometimes in the first of the months, these can be happen. So, but it's better to on these case just let price go. But we're gonna dive into also. So what we're gonna see here, we on the bullish market structure, fucking bullish market structure for sure. And what we can see here, the previous candle opened from here, the low tap to the support and resistance for sure, and the high tap to this unmitigated wick, I guess. No, the high tap to this order block here. And yeah. So the high and low came from a valid POI. And the thing is, today is open from here. The nearest POI that we have, pretty much, I can say the nearest one that we have, it's going to be, so this is going to be, let's see, this is going to be the open area, right? So in this case, don't get lost. Just identify all the POIs that you see, right? So I can see I have a support and resistant area here, right? Take a look. This is a beautiful support and resistant area. And above the open area, what we have, it's again, I can say the support and resistant area. Take a look. This was the bullish order block that price didn't respect. So this is going to be the support and resistance. So beyond the bullish market structure, for sure, this is going to be daily pro key level, and this is going to be daily obstacle. Okay. Uh, this is a tag that you can copy from it. I'm gonna put this bottom. I'm gonna put this above. So in this case, once we find a key level, we're gonna go and look for the ranges, right? So for the ranges, let's see what we have. So in this time frame, nothing. I guess in the 15-minute time frame, we can have stop and break of market structure for sure. Take a look. We have a stop hunt here, break of market structure. This is going to be the strong low, and this is going to be the weak high. Okay, and if you take a look, if this is going to be the major range of the day, let me just bring this a little bit here. We can see price took all the internal liquidity here, right? And I don't know if this high take the Asia high. No, it didn't. So this is going to be also a T2 for us here. Because this low failed to take the high and create a trick on the confirmation and tap to this obstacle here. If you take a look. So this is going to be a T2 for us here. Now we're going to dive into the scenario. One of my important parts. So the first scenario for us is going to be price tap to the daily pro key level. So if the price tap to the daily pro key level, we are expecting the major move until the external liquidity. And in the way that what we have is obstacle, a little bit of retracement and continuation. So this is going to be first scenario for the Euro USD for us. Now, in this case, what we can expect on the day and in this scenario is going to be looking for confirmation entry here. Why not direct entry? Because we have an equal low here and it's going to be a risky direct entry. So better to just look for a confirmation entry today. And in the way of the obstacle, also here we can look for a low time frame confirmation entry until the low time frame liquidity that we're gonna have here. But because we have a bunch of news, I don't think price gonna create a in this scenario gonna create a massive retracement from here, right? So it's better to also avoid this. But that's it. This is going to be the first scenario on the Euro USD. This is going to be the entry bill. Now the second scenario is going to be a little bit tricky and different, which price go up. Okay, didn't tap the daily pro kilo, go up, take out the week high, and tap to a daily obstacle. So in this case, once price tap to a daily obstacle first, in the 15-minute time frame, we're going to wait for tree candle confirmation to get formed. After tree candle confirmation to get, formed, what we can expect is looking for confirmation entry here, which I'm going to talk about the entry. We can expect the price retrace. Okay, so in this case, guys, our range is not going to be get failed because that's so important. Because if you take a look, price didn't tap to a daily pro key level. So, which in this case, we can expect the price create a weak high here and take the new internal range liquidity that can form here, right? So, in this case, what we can expect, price tap to a daily pro key level and for sure continuation. So, for second scenario, if price tap to the daily obstacle first, I'm gonna wait for tree candle confirmation here first in 15-minute time frame. After that, After that, I'm gonna look for A plus setup here, okay, until the internal safe internal range liquidity, the formula that I teach you, until these areas. And once price taps to here, for sure we are going to avoid the dark entry because it's risky, and confirmation entry here until the external liquidity, which is going to be at this case. So if you take a look in the both scenarios, we are looking for what? We are looking for confirmation entry. So no need to, look for uh, just wasting your time on the chart. You're just gonna set one alarm here, and fuck it, and set and forget. Now for the scalpers. Now for the scalper, it's going to be a little bit tricky here. You can look for the 1 minute time for 1 minute uh, range here, and you can enter the C setup here until this T2, which again I don't recommend. This is going to be risky if you are believe the first scenario going to be happen. So you can go in the 1 minute time frame and look for the bearish range here and entry in the C scenario here until this. And from here, you can look for A plus, but this is risky. This is the worst setup that we have. You're going to take the C setup and B setup if you're a scalper. But as a day trader, we're just going to look for these two setup that I teach you. So that's it. That's the fucking EU, right? That's the EU. So I'm gonna explain all of my trade ideas. After that, I'm gonna answer all of your question. Okay. So that's the EU. Let's go for the gold. I have a good feeling about the gold. I don't know why. Yesterday, price. Just take a look at fucking yesterday. That's it. This is the fucking result after fucking I can say 4 months, 5 hours back test per day with this strategy. Take a look. Beautiful major range that I talk about. Price take it out. And the entry that I was looking for just missed by 4 pip. But I saw a lot of you guys catch the 3 minute confirmation here, which I can say that was a little bit between rush entry and a calm entry. But with that was also good. That was if you take the confirmation here, also that was good. That was makes sense. And but I was looking for 15 minutes confirmation here, but price missed me about I can say 4 pip. And just take a look about the timing. What I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna create a case study for this. Okay, I'm gonna do the case study for this. But take a look in the London, see retracement. Just take a look on the NY price to the major move. This fucking golden time zone is insane. So now we're gonna go to the gold. So for the gold again, what we're going to do, we're going to start from a daily time frame. We are in the bearish market structure. We have a shift in trend here. Now take a look. The previous candle closed bearish. Open here, the high tap to, let's see, where's the high tapped in, right? So this is the high. I can say the high tap to the nowhere if you take a look. But it's the pen. Let's see. So yeah, I can say the high tap to the nowhere, to be honest. No, we have support and resistance area here. No. Tap to the nowhere, to be honest, guys. I'm going to be honest. The high tap to the nova. So the low tap to the hidden base here. Okay, so the low came from a valid PI, but high didn't. So this fucking high here is going to be previous day liquidity. Okay. Now, because the market structure is bearish and the previous candle closed bullish, we're gonna go on the low time frame to take the key level. Okay. So the nearest POI above this, what we can see in the 4 hour time frame after a session close, I don't have anything, and I'm gonna look for the POI key level above this. What I have here, see, I have one hit unmitigated wick here. I have an order block here, which is going to be lined up with this, and I think I have support and resistance going to be, yeah, I mean the nearest one is going to be the unmitigated wick, to be honest. Yep. And below what we have, below I can say, let's see this 50% areas in the Asia or not. Yeah, that makes sense. It's going to be 50% of this unmitigated wick, right? Now, because I'm in the bearish market structure, pay attention. This is going to be my daily obstacle, right? And this is going to be my daily pro key level, which I'm going to copy and paste this here. Okay. Now I'm going to look for the major range. So to be honest, we can take the major range in the 4 hour time frame because we have a stop hunt and a break of market structure here. And strong high and a weak low. And we have the okay, take a look. Take a look. Here is so fucking interesting. I love, you know what? I love everything about the liquidity in our strategy that makes sense. Take a look. So this is the previous candle high, right? And also we have unswept Asia high here, which these two motherfuckers here making equal high. This is gonna give you more fucking confidence about the liquidity point that you have. And you know what is so interesting? This liquidity built up below the daily pro key level. So if you remember the fundamental rules for the POI, we talk about the below the POI or above the POI, we should have a liquidity, right? Take a look at this. So this is gonna give you more confidence about the pro key level that you choose, right? It's insane. It's fucking insane. So now what is my scenario is going to look like? It's going to be so interesting. Take a look. So we have a daily pro key level. I mean, we have a daily obstacle here. So the first thing that we can expect, the price tapped here, right? Give us start and give us the, uh, retracement, take this liquidity, tap to the daily pro kilo, we can expect a major move. So in this case, if price tap to here, this is going to be your minor range inside this fucking major range. Okay, so in this case, what are you gonna do? We're gonna look for, I mean, I'm not gonna look for direct entry here because we have a liquidity here. It's a little bit risky, but I'm gonna look for A plus setup here, right? Until where? Until this liquidity or my full risk to reward. And once price tap to here, for sure, the best chance that we're gonna go is going to be confirmation entry until the forest reward. Okay, so this is my first scenario. Now the second scenario is going to be a little bit different, which is going to be price, just create a straight move to the upside and take this liquidity, tap to the daily pro key level, give me the major move, then start to come down, tap to a daily obstacle, a small retracement and continuation, which in this case, I'm going to look for A plus here. If price tap to here, maybe if price tap to here and give us the, so it's depend, pay attention. If price tap to here and start to give us you the major move, not confirmation entry, and come to tap the daily obstacle so fast, guess what? In this retracement, you can enter as a confirmation entry, but it's depend. It's depend. If you don't get the confirmation entry here, and if you get a trick and the confirmation and all retracement from here, then it is going to be your confirmation entry. But if price give you the confirmation entry here with the rule that I teach you here first, in this case, you can easily take the A plus setup until the low time frame liquidity, and this is going to be beautiful C setup here, which is possible. Or in the second scenario, version 2, I can say, if price tap to here first, just give a straight move and tap to here so fast, right? So here also you can look for confirmation entry until the internal liquidity of this range. You can easily hedge it, and also confirmation entry here. Okay, just keep this in mind. It's depending on the market structure that we're gonna get. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna look for fucking confirmation in both area, right? What I'm gonna do is set alarm. That's it. So yeah, see, as I told you, you're gonna look for 1 minute confirmation range here. 1 minute, pretty much, or 3 minute also makes sense. Stop and break of market structure. Take a look. See the minor range. This is going to be C setup. You're going to enter above the internal liquidity and the external is about to hit. This is scalp setup, C setup, which is risky. It's depending on you. I call up the signals. See? That's it. This is the fucking power of the strategy. Range by range, step by step, liquidity by liquidity. So anyway, we're going to go to the GU. Let me just analyze the GU. I'm going to answer all of your question, okay? I'm going to answer all of your question. Now, in the GU, To be honest, I want to avoid the GU. So we are in the bullish market structure. Previous candle low tap to support and resistance, a high tap to automatic wick. So we're gonna take the key level in this time frame, which is going to be daily. Below this, what do we have? So this is the open area that we got here. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna avoid the GU today. I'm gonna avoid GU today. The price action is not so good. I'm gonna avoid the GU. I'm gonna just go with the EU and GU. Now EU and gold, you know? I'm just gonna limit myself. I'm not gonna just waste my energy on the bullshit pair. So let me answer your question. Well, okay. Which one we can consider a valid range? Red range or black range? In which pair we're talking about? A gold. Okay, so you know, which time frame is this? So this is the 4 hour time frame, right? No, no, okay. So you can't take this, brother, because you don't have any stop and break of market structure. For a strong high and a strong low, you are not allowed to take a tree candle confirmation. You are just gonna take a Q information. But for weak low and weak high, you can take it in the tree candle confirmation, an obstacle when you don't have any Q information on the time frame that you choose the strong high or strong low. If the price breaks the high in EU, you mean this Asia high? There will be Asia strong low and 1 hour. Can we look for a trade from there? I took EUC setup, currently break even. My man, look at this. Fucking smart man. So, okay, pay attention. If you take a trader here, okay, which there's going to be beautiful C setup, stop hunt, even a break of market structure here. Okay, and this is going to be your internal range liquidity. Take a look. And the nearest POI above this internal liquidity, you have this hidden base, but you have a bunch of POI and you know the premium range is here and the price have the potential to go up. So in this case, don't overthink. Just go in the high time frame, like 30-minute time frame, and look for the nearest one. So you have an imbalance field here, you have an order block. Choose the whole area. No worries. You're gonna refine it in low time frame, okay? We have a open area order block here. Go to fucking 5 minutes. What do you have? Okay, you have the nearest one, you have the order block here. See? You are done. You're gonna be flexible like this. If you start overthinking, just switch the time frame. And also you can go to 3 minute time frame and you can refine this. So in this case, you have this imbalance area here, which above this we have this unmitigated wick, right? Even you can go to fucking 1 minute time frame and you can refine this to, again, you have an imbalance field here. So above this, I mean, yeah, this area, see? So you can easily take this trade here, C setup, stop loss above this 4.7, and your target, this is the best target that you can take. If you want to go for high target, this is the last target that you're going to go with. This is the last target that you're going to go with. And now you're going to ask, Ibo, why you call up the C setup, but why you didn't take it or took it? You know, the reason is so simple. I'm not trading C or B setup. I'm just focusing on A setup, A plus and A setups, right? But that's it. Please, can we go check the goal again? I think the high came from a value zone resistance. So right now, just take a look, guys. Price tap to this daily obstacle. So what I'm expecting from this area, yeah. So what I'm expecting this area, so this is the current minor range that I have. This is a minor range inside my bearish major range, right? So I have a stop hunt here. I have a break of market structure here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the minor or major range, just go and check the course again, the program one. And yeah, for sure here we have an obstacle if you take a look. So this reaction came from this obstacle here. Okay. Now, so this is the, I guess if we take it in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, yep. So price tap to it. Internal, the safest internal liquidity is here. Which price take it out. Okay. And now we're gonna aim for the external liquidity. So here, because the range is a 5 minute time frame, we can look for confirmation tree or 1 minute time frame, which I think price doesn't gonna give it because it's small range. But let's see. So right now the daily obstacle hit, so we can expect the first scenario, which price go up from here. Let's see. But the direct entry here for sure does not make sense. We have a bunch of liquidity here. Don't risk at the target entry. And also, if price take this low down, I mean, which the key level is going to be filled, there's nothing to do with it, right? We have EU instead. But again, if you want to take this trade, this is the best target. If you are counter interest trade, you took a C setup trade, which is going to be a scalp trade. You are not going to expect a full risk to reward minimum from B or C setup. Just this is the safe target that you are. So if you are in this trade and if you just a quick profit, a quick cash exit right now, because we already hit the external liquidity of the minor range here, which as I told and mentioned in the scalp lessons, it's done. It's the best one. And yep. So, the previous day candle. Let me see. Nah, tap to the nowhere, bruv. Pay attention. Support and resistance should be here or here, and price didn't tap to this areas. No. I'm going to previous day candle that you mark. No, no, it didn't tap to anyway. Tap to anyway. Just take a look. The high tap to nothing. And if you're talking about this gonna be valid once price go and tap to, I mean, play as a support here. You know, this then is going to be valid. Right now, it's not valid.